Hello. Hello. How is everyone doing today? It's a snow day for me. I need to learn my lesson and close these windows. I just want to look at the snow with my friends. Anyway, how's everyone doing on this fine Monday? I'm doing great because I can work from home. So I've been working a bit, went to the gym, have eaten, and now we're here. Yeah, I'm excited to get into Shadowbringers because I don't know. The story is not that the story wasn't good before, but like it's getting really intense. And I genuinely like still am having a hard time with all the information I learned yesterday. So that's fun. But another thing, moving forwards, I have not decided 100% my schedule yet because I'm a person who makes New Year's goals, right? Eddie, welcome in. Thank you for doing your daily star. Oh my god, I forgot to say thank you to everyone. Beth, thank you for doing first. Michelle and Beth, thank you for doing your daily star. How are you guys? Do you think I have ADHD? Anyways, I am a person who has made New Year's goals for myself. I'm also a planner person. Haha. I have to write everything down, all of my schedules in here. But I'm not going to show you that because you guys don't need to know that. But some of my goals, I have written down like my 2025 goals up here, and then here's like some like bonus goals that I would like to do. So these are ones that I really want. Not that I don't really want these. I just don't want to put but so many, so I don't feel bad if I don't achieve them. But one of my New Year's goals is to work out more, which means I will probably have less time for streaming, or I'm gonna have to figure out, excuse me, how streaming is gonna fit all into this. Not that I am leaving streaming at all, because I still love it and enjoy it very, very much. It's more like streams might be a little later and be cut shorter than what we have been going sometimes, because your girl needs to fit in more working out, and with the normal 9 to 5 it is very hard to fit that all in. I am debating on waking up early some days and trying to go before work, but I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard for me to operate before like 8 a.m. I feel like before 8 a.m. I'm just a zombie and I can't work, and sometimes my body doesn't even work then. It's just like, oh, thanks. I love that. So yeah, so I appreciate it. If you guys are patient with me with all that. And that is why my schedule has been all over the place, in a sense. But I got to work from home today, so here we are. I'm very excited. We just got to Shadowbringers last late afternoon into evening. We did the first quest so we could watch the cutscene, but this opening is beautiful. Is that Estinian? Is that how you say his name? Because like if it is, I really like him. He's probably one of my favorite characters in this game. Even though we don't see him, he is. I like his character development, his growth, his all of that. Oh, and we're going into a scene. I had to answer a work email really quickly. I don't think I've seen this, so I think we are gonna watch this really quick. Okay, pop off with the graphics.
How many years have come and gone since that day?
Oh, this butt nut.
How many years have I waited?
Wait, is that Ian? No.
For the one that stood alone against the storm.
There's no way. That's crazy. That's me? Oh, okay.
For the one they called.
I was like, hold on. Oh, John, Final Fantasy. I see. Wait, this is so good. Yeah, he was a oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess I never put 2 and 2 together. That's the Warrior of Light. Technically you. That's me. Oh my god. Get on the spinning end. Oh, that's me. Sheesh. Okay. What? Oh, yes. Amazing. No, Victor.
Must be undone.
Oh.
If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten.
Oh.
Become what you must.
This was the clip they showed when Gunbreaker was announced. That makes a lot of sense. Spoiler alert. I beat the villain. Crazy. Crazy concept.
Fire of darkness.
So not only am I going to be the warrior of light, I'm going to be the warrior of darkness. So then I am the balance in the world. So that is you, the warrior of light, as a dark knight. That's sick. That is sick. I'm feeling extremely normal about you finally reaching Shadowbringers. I feel like it's been a long time coming, but honestly, I've also flown through this game. But that was really good. They said rinse stew, and we gotta feed our hungry Final Fantasy players. Did I just log in with no queue? Excuse me? Excuse me? No queue? Alright. Give me 2 seconds to look at this work email. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, my coworker just asked me a question I don't know the answer to. I'm gonna answer him and be like, I genuinely have no idea. But I'll help you figure it out. Okay. Okay. Now we proceed forward after everything. I'm very excited to see how us being in the other world plays into our world because they're still at war. And don't know if time is moving forward there as it is moving forward here. Like, does time work the same? Is that time basically frozen while I'm here? Or what? So that is an interesting thing I would like to figure out. Which I'm probably not going to figure out anytime soon. And I can't ride my mount here. Ugh.
Halt!
Hey, it's the bunny girl that was in the trailer.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Kurt, gate guard.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
You know... I'm used to everyone knowing me,
From
so
where
I'm
do you
very
hail?
surprised. Gridania, the source. I do hail from Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
I'm telling you the truth, my woman.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Oh my god. Oh. What? Interesting. What is that?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Of what? Oh. Hopefully it just ate his hand and not his whole body. Yaddy.
Everything all right, Captain?
Oh no, who is this? Victor!
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
Okay, but who is
Very
this?
well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
No, I get it. Oh my god.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
I'm always so tall. So tall. Always tall. Is this private?
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Well, I kind of had a choice. In a sense.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
Okay.
And so, we come to the question of where.
Oh my god.
The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Oh, so are they all here? Are they already here? Is everyone here? Am I the last show up?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
What do you mean?
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Hmm.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Hold on. My guys, like, I don't care what's going on in your world. You have to come assist me now. Thank you.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Bro couldn't have waited. Bro couldn't have waited till the war was over? Till we were in peace? Maybe he could have assisted us and then I assisted you? You know, give and take? That's very pretty.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was
Wild,
laid
welcome
without
in. Thank you for redeeming
the
your
town
daily
itself
star
a
candy.
symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Miggy, welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your daily star candy. The Crystarium. All right. Oh, Beth! That was so cute. Yay! Oh, thank you. That was cute. I enjoyed that. You forgot to get yours from yesterday, your daily star candy? I think so too. Oh, even the like finishing quest thing is different. Oh, another cutscene. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. Order? But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To the end, I would like you to visit a few Crystarium civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Okay. I'm still annoyed that he took me away from my world when they need help. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back to your Aetheric trail and find a connection to the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing further. Okay, yep. Okay. We're done. I tried. Hello, Kira. How goes the bringing of shadows? Right now, I'm only question of shadows, right? Welcome in, wifey. It's very nice to see you. Oh, wrong way. This way. I am the questioning of light and shadows right now. Guys, I feel like I can't concentrate because I just feel like I have small itches all over. And I feel like that's just my brain going crazy. Mickey, you are perfectly fine. Please. I hope work is going oh so well. Alright, now I gotta run around and talk to people. I've been weirdly— see? It's the snow. It's the snow. I know it's like where my hair is like touching my skin as well. And maybe because my skin is dry. I've been trying to moisturize, but you know, in the winter, your skin always just gets insanely dry. See, I was blaming it on the weather too. I really want to skip it. I really want to skip it. This looks like the market. Oh. New to the city, friend? The spinning head and wide eyes gives you away. Welcome. My name is Bragi. Bragi. I'm the master of these markets. They give the district order official title, and I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock the range of equipment for V's, such as yourself. So finding something in your size should not be a problem. Wait, am I getting free clothes? Something wrong? I guess I'm a V's here? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See the two in front of us? The shorter one is Hume. And the taller one is an elf. The elf search the same. The sturdy individual over there is a Galjet. And the one with the horns is a Drawn. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and the knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious as to which far-flung region you hail from. The same as the Arch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We all had a few of our lot pass through the recent years, and despite our obvious learnings, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Aw, thanks, Bragi. Wait, did it just give me an outfit? My coworker put in my head that my flight tomorrow could be canceled and I will literally cry. Oh my gosh. I think it will be okay. Hopefully, if anything, it will be like, you're just landing elsewhere. But it's supposed to have more weather conditions here tonight instead of tomorrow. I'm trying to see what I can get rid of. Okay, that's a few things out of the way. What is that? Huh? You're never gonna leave home again. That's so valid. Dang. Okay, hold on. Oh gosh. Hold on. I don't... There we go. I feel like some of these, like, I definitely don't need. Like, do I need these? Probably not. Like, realistically, am I ever gonna wear those? No. No. I feel like some of these were, like, items that are in my thing, but... Okay. Now to get rid of something in here. I don't need goggles. Who's not me? I guess those ones are not very high level. Okay, okay. And then there have been... Okay. Now I can... Whoa. So is this... How do I... Oh, there it is. Please ignore me. I apologize, guys. Okay, okay, okay. I can get rid of a few more. I can do this. I can do this. I believe in myself. Yeah, I don't need this one. Oh. Well, that one's just the glamour. Am I realistically gonna wear that? No, absolutely not. Why can't I discard that? Interesting. Okay, I think that's... interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay, well that gives me a little bit of space at least. So, a lot better than normal. Okay, moving on. So sorry. Got sidetracked. Who would have thunk? Right? Who would have thought? Alright, back this way. Wait, is there little... There is. There is. Yeah, I want to attune to these before I leave. I feel like I should turn into my dancer form just so I can run quicker majority of the time, but it's fine. Sweet. Oh, do I need to... oh, no. Is there one over here? Oh, there is. Cool. So I'm guessing this area... You said, was this era when Gunbreaker was introduced, and therefore Gunbreaker is like something of this world, or is it all like cross? They're just called different things. Gunbreaker and Dancer came with Shadowbringers. Okay. They were just new classes you could do overall. And it was introduced in this expansion, but their narrative reasons... it's in Eorzea and here. Okay. Is that Gunbreakers came from Bozja. Bozja. Oh, I need to go in here anyways. Open the gates! I need to probably go up. Yeah? No, it's probably at the top. What did I say? What did I say? Which is an Eor... Oh my god, I can't say it! I just did! Whatever. Rather than here. If you do questline, they actually go into a bit. Okay, okay. Where is the exit? Eorzean. Thank you, dear lord. My brain literally said, aha! No, not anymore. We're done. So you can say it once, and that's it. That's all I'm giving you. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Interesting. So, hold on. Put this up here so you guys don't have to look at it but so much. Gonna relocate downstairs. I'll be back. I hope relocating downstairs goes well. So I think the other one might be upstairs. It's gotta be. It's gotta be on the upper level, because there's nothing here. That, I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't read. No good. Either way, I'm glad I went that way because it allowed us to unlock that one etherite, and then we need to talk to that one guy anyways. Is it up here? There it is. Amazing. My god, I thought that's a Katniss, not Catless. I was like, wow! Now back to the middle. Now I need this guy to tell me why he brought me here. That would be amazing. Well, I know why, but he needs to explain himself further and tell me where my friends are. Are we gonna get another cutscene soon? Please. I want answers. That looks like a cutscene to me. This is beautiful.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
You missed me running around and talking to everyone in the city to get a feel of what the city is, but I only didn't really read any of it. And then now we're here and he's gonna explain to me more things.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Yeah.
To put
Yeah.
it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Okay.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first. And the reverse could also be true.
I love
The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
how he answered my time question. Thank you. Thank you. Even though it's not as straightforward as I thought it would be, but thanks.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Oh, holy sh...
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
What? I just saw Alize like a day ago. All kicking and good.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master.
Oh, I'm
Thus
sure.
It was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Okay, well, I guess.
As they
Oh,
were not the object of my summons, their transference was.
why? Why did they
Though
come?
they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Why are they naked and I'm not?
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Oh, wow. I think we should fix that. Yeah, then find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Okay.
As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Oh god, which was?
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Of course he did. Alan, hello, welcome in. It's nice to see you.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Uh-huh.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
Uh-huh. This is fine. I'm just gonna die.
Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
I see.
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale.
He
from their
said,
lips.
don't doubt me. Thank you. Don't doubt me, thank you.
I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Pause. I just got an email from my... Oh my god. There apparently was a water break. There was a pump break in the city, and so a bunch of the city does not have water. In the middle of snow. Thank God I went to the gym earlier and already showered. I think my building still has it, but the other building does not. That is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna call him anything else.
Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Well, if you showed me your face. Well, why aren't one of my friends here? Yeah, what better choice do I have but to trust this guy who literally yoinked me from my world?
You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I would like to see one of my friends, please. Is there no one in the city? Not one. Not one of my friends. There's a good old at least 5 or 6 of them here. And you know what? I can do that. I've already been here.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
What do I need to prepare?
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
They said, don't worry,
Each
we're
nation
not going to
runs
add in
with
another
its own
currency.
coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Oh, it's... Okay.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
So we both use gil. That's the only thing our worlds have in
From what
common.
your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Mm-hmm. Is that a phone? I said technology.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. A Van Kerm Sin?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh, she's so cute.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. and we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home.
They are all pixies? Oh, that's so cool.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Yeah.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Okay.
After careful consideration, I
Oh
have
my god,
decided
their
to grant you my
nails.
assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
I would hope. Yeah, that was not the voice
Just
I
as
expected
thought.
to
Then
be
you've a good
matched with
stout
them
connection
either.
with your home, through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth, I will be your isne fis, and you my snay yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay.
Raise your hand. Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come
Okay.
then, make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Wait,
Mayhap
they can
a
do
message
that?
to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Oh, we gotta do send his Totoro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Creel. You can wait.
Consider it done.
We have to send it to Totoro.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely
Okay.
show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Come along. So are, like, the pixies, like, all one being, but separate beings? Oh, Miggy, we were talking about the city, had a pipe burst, probably. Because some of the city does not have water. I just got an email about it. So that's what we were talking about. But it's really not that bad here, so I don't understand why. I mean, the pipes in the city are old, so I do understand why. They're all individuals. The pixies, they're just all... Oh, okay. They're just the pixies, and they're all like they, them. Okay. I follow now. No male, female, just pixie. Pixie. Noted. I will try and remember that. Wow. Open it. Why is he here?
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yeah. Technically, he's a warrior of light.
Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert.
It's an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Yeah, his axe does need cleaning. I don't know if you can clean it, though. He seems like spirit.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas, and returned our souls to the first.
Mm-hmm.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away.
Aww.
Leaving me to bear witness.
The expressions have gotten a lot
Tell me,
better.
do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100, I believe?
100 years. 100 long years.
Yeah, girl, you should have seen that come in.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
Oh.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Well, not by choice.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Damn. His story's so sad. I don't like that his story is so sad. Yeah, the sun never goes down. Not that I ever really slept anyways. According to the story, of course I slept, but I kind of wanted to wake up in there instead of outside. Oh. Wait. I want to bed. I'm changing my hair, guys. We're doing a side quest. Maybe I can't? I don't think I can. Okay. It's fine. All right. This way. Am I gonna tell this guy that I could see the warrior of light from this world?
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you're... I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
The only area. Interesting.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Yeah, Urianger.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Oh, okay.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
Yeah, that sounds like Elfie.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin-Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Okay. What about Thancred?
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided...
Suitable mount. Oh, I feel like...
But you must be wondering about Thancred.
Yes, thank you.
He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin-Eaters.
Okay. Sounds like him.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
That literally sounds like him. Yep. Not surprised. In search of Alfie. I guess we're gonna go see Alfie first. I feel like we need to go see Alize first. Because Alfie is like, he's just chilling, making connections. She's like actually fighting and learning about the enemy, and I feel like we need to learn that too. Oh. Am I still connected? Hello? 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 Am I still here? Okay. I feel like it dropped for a second. Oh, I can pick up both. Amazing. You okay? Cool, cool. Sometimes, like, it just doesn't connect to... It would just randomly be, like, not connected to chat. So I'm scared that it, like, dropped. Do I get one of these little guys? Oh. I may be going to see Alfie.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Alfie first, it looks like. I didn't mean to, but, like, you know, it's fine. My guess this is Alfie. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This water situation. Oh, I can use my mount now. Wait, did I get a new mount technically? Oh. No. Crazy things seem to be like the exact same. I thought they would be like slightly different. Do I have to go back to where I was? No, I have to go up this thing. Just when I was about to get on my horse. It's okay though. Must be in this hut. The leaky keel. We only want water in this house. Oh, I thought Maga said that my coins would be no issue. So now I gotta work. Gotta work. Make that money, make purse. You know, how would she know if I exterminated them without coming out here with me? Okay. Oh, she did. Oh. Oh, 3 times the charm, maybe? Okay. Huh? No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. Vegetables on the floor suggest rats have... That's kind of eerie. I could have just not ran back. I could have TP'd, but it's okay. It wasn't that far. I saved money. Are you gonna give me a drink or?
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh!
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Why is he going by that name?
'Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, wow.
Oh, was that his
Fiona,
last name?
You really are a dear.
Oh.
Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
What's with the slow walk?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't
It has been even longer
talked
for
in
me,
a long
of course, if
time.
you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well. Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be
Excuse
avoidable.
me.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
Don't worry, I did send her a message, and she kind of knew I was coming here to, like, pick you guys up, in a sense.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Amazing, Mike, amazing.
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ivan! Ivan, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, welcome in, bestie. How was stream? I'm like in the middle of story and then also dealing with things happening here in the city. Michelle, Ivan, welcome in. Anyone else who is here with the raid, welcome in. I'm Kira. I'm a variety streamer, but not really. I play a lot of Final Fantasy, just because I'm obsessed, just like everyone else. So yeah. What?
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by
gosh.
any means.
Reading looks slow and I... Aww. Next time, next time. There's always next time.
And thus simply destroying
believe
the
in you.
existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
When you raid big streamers who have huge... Yeah, that's true. The chat is, yeah, gross and awkward, so I didn't want to send. Yeah, that's so valid.
One being Sin Eaters, of course.
That is so valid. But, like, no, I don't think I'd do that too. You rated her in your heart, and I appreciate being number 2.
They are a menace that I would
Thank you
dearly
again for the
love to
raid,
remove,
Ivan. I appreciate it so
and not
much.
just to avert
If
a
you have
calamity.
to raid and run, please do so. If not, we're getting into Shadowbringers.
I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority.
You were actually number 1, and then she was 2, and then I was 3. Makes sense. So valid. So valid.
If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you all?
Hungry for an adventure? I'm always going on an adventure.
And so we take to the road once.
Aw, this is cute. We're going on another adventure together. I love your bunny girl. Isn't she adorable? I love her so much. I've thought about like Fantasiaing, and I'm like, I don't know if I can like not be a bunny girl. I am gonna be right back though. I'm gonna figure some stuff out because half the city does not have water. And my apartment building officially does not have water, as Mike came in here and said. So I'm gonna see if there are any solutions to that are quick. And I will be back hopefully very shortly. Please, just kind of hang out. Just kind of relax. I'll be back. I'll be back. I promise. Okay. Let me... Hello. Okay. This is... So, what I've learned is that the city is out of water. And we don't know when it's gonna be turned back on. So that's fun. um... I kind of... Y'all, I might end stream here just so I can figure out what I need to do today. If I need to go out and get water bottles before the whole city runs out of all of those or what. I'm so sorry you just rated me, Ivan. I apologize so much. I apologize to you all, honestly. Because I wanted to stream longer, but this is not a normal occurrence. There will be a snow day tomorrow, and if I'm home, I will be streaming again. If not, I hope to see you guys this Friday, maybe during the week, but yeah. So I think what happened was the pipes in the city are old and it just burst, and so now they have to like dry out the whole thing and then refill it, and I don't know. I'm not a water person. I'm not that. Golly, okay. Let's find someone to read into, guys. I want to say sorry again, but you guys said stop. Thank you for being here for such a short stream. It means so much to me. Good thing the Mountain Dew pipes didn't. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, we have like some stuff. I'm just a water drinker, but then like nothing's like, we don't have water to brush our teeth, for the toilet, for anything. So that's great. Let's see, who is live? I'm just gonna end stream. Yep. Like I did yesterday. Here are my socials. I post from Gonna Go Live mostly on there. I do have a Blue Sky account that I have not added yet. Apologies about that again. And then, yeah, I mostly post in my Discord a lot about all this. So yeah, I will hopefully see you guys soon. And yeah, thank you again for the raid, Ivan, Beth, and anyone here still here looking. I appreciate you guys so much. And goodbye.